Yo. Oh, man. Chop. It's good, YouTube. It's your boy Ty Johnny back with another live video or reaction. Whatever you want to call it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification bell to see more of me. And we all gonna eat as a family. And I just want to say, as the great words that Ace Boogie goes, everybody eats B. I appreciate y'all, man. For y'all that been watching, for y'all that are just now watching, all y'all are great, man. I love and appreciate all of you. Like I said, look, we do this now and look what happens. Ooh, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. That's my Chris Tucker voice. Well, we got a great video going on today. I just want to let y'all know, if y'all are new to the channel, I react to basically anything, but I've been doing a lot of sports recently, but I'll do anything. Today, we got the game that proves Larry Bird is just different, man. I ain't gonna lie. We already knew this. If you're new to the channel and you just now, you new and you young, Larry Bird is different, man. Arguably a top 3 player, but I will say top 5 player, you know. A lot of people gonna be mad about that in my comment section, but I'm not mad at it because that's how they feel about the game of basketball. I got my own feelings, but we respect it. We respect Larry. You never disrespect Larry in this channel over here, because Larry's the reason why this channel, really not even the fans, the subscribers, man, the great people of the world of Earth, you know, that want to see other people win in life. They the reason, but Larry Bird's video is what brought them to me. So I respect both communities, the Larry Bird community and everyone. So, but today, we got the game that proves Larry Bird was different. Like, if you don't know, now you know. I ain't gonna say it. Let's get to this action.
You know, to his credit, he gets up and fights through it and goes out there and plays. You know, to his credit, he gets up and fights through it and goes out there and plays, but he is not a healthy person right now.
I've never met an athlete that would play with pain the way he does, and an athlete that's so highly self-motivated as Larry Bird.
I think 4 or 5 years you'll think back about what he did, or you just, I think it's one of those things that as the years go by, it'll become bigger and bigger and bigger.
He's about to get jiggy on him, I ain't gonna lie. Don't go over there. This easy work. Look. Wow. That was going in.
Larry Bird is known for many heroic performances throughout his illustrious NBA career, but none may have been more moving and more impressive than his little-known performance that he had in the 1991 NBA playoffs. It was the first round, as Bird's Celtics were up against the tenacious and young Indiana Pacers, who were led by their star tandem of Chuck Person and Reggie Miller. Although the Celtics were the favorites in the series, doubt was starting to creep in, as their age and wear and tear were beginning to show. For years at this point, Bird had been dealing with chronic back pain, and now the difficulties of playing through it were reaching an all-time high, as the 34-year-old had missed time earlier that year with a ruptured nerve disc in his back. Y'all
gotta remember, man, 34 is super young for him to be, like, imagine Larry. It's a lot of legends in the 80s and 90s that didn't play that many seasons and they're still legends. You gotta think about that. Imagine they played the longevity of LeBron James' career, or the longevity of somebody else's, the newer age career. There would be a lot. They still GOATs without having that longevity. So imagine if they had the longevity. It would be a lot worse for my boy LeBron. Respect to LeBron, but like all this like LeBron this, LeBron that. I respect LeBron James and wait. All right, I'll tell y'all this. I respect LeBron James' ring. One of the most respected rings, I would say, is when LeBron came back 3-1 with Kyrie Irving. Y'all can't deny that. I ain't gonna lie. That was the Golden State went 73-9 that year. So it was like that. I can't hold it. I know he made a super team, but Kevin Love wasn't like playing like Timberwolves Kevin Love. It's not that he couldn't. It's just like he had to play his role. So it's not like he was out there just dropping 40 and 20 still. Kyrie was out there wilding out, though. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Kyrie was doing that thing. He was doing his thing. So was Bron. But when it comes to, like, legends and stuff like that, man, I'm sorry. I put a lot of people over LeBron James. just in the fact that I'm not mad that he lost to Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson. I'm mad that he lost to Dirk Nowitzki. That's the one. Dirk Nowitzki. I'm not mad that he lost to the Spurs in Cleveland either, but Dirk Nowitzki is like the key factor to me of why like he's not my specific goal. I'm not saying he's not. He could be your goal, but he's not mine. And then it's a bunch of playoff games when he like just quit. You gotta just look these things up. You know what I'm saying? Larry would never quit. All right, this is Larry Bird. Even if he lost, he wouldn't quit. He'll still be in the gym after the game in TD Garden shooting around for the next 7 days. What are you talking about? Not saying Bron don't, but I'm just saying some people just think differently. So same with Michael Jordan, same with a lot of other legends. So yeah.
Rumors of his eventual retirement were swirling around the organization, and to make matters worse, the pressure was building as the series went on. In a best-of-5 series, the Celtics and Pacers were tied at 2 games apiece heading into the deciding 5th game in Boston. Indiana came out like they were ready to steal this series, as Chuck Person was absolutely on fire from the perimeter, and his supreme confidence was on display as he was letting the Boston Garden crowd hear about it. Despite playing through intense pain and dealing with an extremely hot opponent, Bird managed to keep the game close. But with just over 4 minutes left in the second quarter, disaster struck.
This game. Nobody ever told me this game is where this happened. It's always in the playoff. That's another thing. Most of these Legends playoff highlights, most of these Legend highlights you see come from the playoffs. Mind you, he just broke his face just now, and he stayed in this game and won this game, obviously.
I think after a loose ball, Bird's face had made brutal contact with the hardwood floor. The Garden went quiet as he laid on the ground, temporarily losing consciousness. After taking a while to get up, he went to the locker room where the medical staff discovered that not only had he broke his face with a fractured cheekbone, but he had also suffered a concussion. To the Boston faithful, it appeared as if they were witnessing the end of Larry Bird's career right before their very eyes. To make matters even worse, Chuck Person continued to heat up, as he was now hitting absurd shots without any hesitation. In an interview with Larry Bird in 2004, he said, "When I hit the floor, I couldn't move my mouth. I was in a lot of pain, but I could hear the crowd out there, and I thought, I can't leave those guys out there by themselves." The team doctor told Larry that under no circumstances should he go back out there on the court, due to the damage to his back, his face, and his brain.
Start to third, no Larry. Couple minutes go by, no Larry. We're looking at one another like, we got a chance. We're going to beat the Celtics in the Garden. No one ever beat the Celtics in the Garden. So the doctor said, "You've had enough. You can't go back out there. Enough's enough, Larry. Come back," and this. I looked up there and the crowd was, you hear it in there, It wasn't going on good. I said, "What's the score up there?" I said, "We're down." I went to Doc. I said, "I got to try this."
Much of the energy and enthusiasm had been sucked out of the building, and midway through the third quarter, when the momentum was now completely on the side of the Pacers, Larry Bird suddenly jogged out of the tunnel with his warm-up jacket on, sending the crowd into a frenzy.
And I go out there, and of course the crowd gets pumped up. 6:46, I remember it to this day, of the third quarter. And here comes Larry Bird.
Chuck Person was too happy though. Like, Chuck, you gotta relax, Brody. No, you playing against it. You over here. That's why I love when the OGs like put the youngins in their place, because the youngins be tripping. I ain't gonna lie, they be too happy.
Like a train in the middle of old Boston. That's how loud it was. The crowd was so loud, and I remember looking at Chuck, and we said to ourselves, "You're in trouble."
A sense of hope has suddenly surged through the stadium, as Larry looked as if he was prepared for battle. And what ensued was one of the most legendary endings to a playoff series. Bird was doing it all, from the facilitating to the clutch rebounding to the unstoppable scoring. On a personal note, I've never seen Larry Bird more physically and emotionally fired up than the way he was in this contest. The audience was collectively roaring with applause with every and one basket. None of this would come easy, as Bird was playing through a throbbing headache on the right side of his skull, and the Pacers were doing everything they could to make things more difficult, as they gave him this tough blow to his head, and then Chuck Person gave Bird this shot to his injured back. But it was to no avail. Larry Legend would not.
Like, do you see what's going on back in these days? And they telling me at work and all my friends, like, man, everybody in the league today, yes, they more. I would say a lot of players more skilled. They could do more dribble moves, make crazier shots. Yeah. But they don't have the heart, man. That's what I be telling them. They don't have the heart. The heart is 90% of the basketball. Like, yeah, you could do all the moves Larry Bird could do. You could do all the moves Magic Johnson did, Michael Jordan. Or they say it's more Michael Jordan now that could jump from the free throw line. But what does that really mean? Why everybody not dropping 30 points per game for their career? Why everybody not averaging 25 and 10 like Larry for their career? If they so much better, it'd be like there's more competition. But obviously, they not that good if they not averaging that, bro. I don't care. If Larry was in this generation, let's be real. He's still averaging the same thing. If not, he averaging more. Let's be realistic. Maybe trying to tell me Michael Jordan would be an average player in today's league. That really be killing me. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know where they get that from. With all the space, they be trying to say they done double team back in y'all day. Please put in the comment section below. Did y'all double team back in the day? Because people be like, there was a rule you couldn't double team. I'm like, bro, I'm looking at highlights of people, literally Larry Bird and Michael Jordan hitting game winners over people with two people guarding them. So what is that called? So it'd be crazy out here. I ain't gonna lie. I appreciate y'all for putting me on game too, because my generation is crazy. They just be saying anything. I swear they just be saying anything.
Be denied as he continued his onslaught. In just the final quarter and a half of play, Bird scored 17 points, had 7 rebounds, and 4 assists, which took his totals on the evening to 32 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists on 63% shooting from the field, as he led his Celtics to a 124-121 victory.
I'm going to Chuck for a while, and we always had run-ins, but it always seems like I get the last word.
This may have not been the final game of Larry Bird's career, but it was his final iconic performance in the NBA playoffs. But even beyond that, this game is a symbol and a summary of what made this legendary player so special, as his competitiveness, toughness, and team leadership were all on display, as the Boston faithful got to enjoy one final thrill with their beloved icon.
Chuck works for me in the summer. He mows my yard. So I see him every day.
So what do you guys think? Is Larry Bird the toughest player in NBA history? I look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comment section below. Shout out to the members for supporting the channel, and thanks for watching as always. Make sure to like and subscribe for more basketball content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
He just made me look bad by showing all those people. Now I got to do that. He not making my life hard, but like, yo, he is definitely man can't spell video, y'all. He making my life a little different. I gotta shout y'all out. Let me know. I don't know if y'all be liking shout outs. That's what I be saying. I don't be saying y'all name. But y'all let me know if y'all want me to shout y'all name out. Cause I've definitely been down to do that for so long. Like, it's a lot of people. There's certain people that I see on every single video commenting. I be wanting to say, like, on live on the channel, like, I appreciate y'all, but also I don't like putting people out there, you know, not in a bad way. Only if y'all want to be put out there, because I know some people be like, I don't want to be. Some people don't like being recognized big on social media, I guess. So I don't know. Y'all let me know how I feel about that. Y'all know who I'm talking to. I'll be like my main people that comment every video. So y'all let me know if y'all want me to shout y'all out. I'll shout y'all out every video because I already know 3 names off the top of my head. Really like 10, but yeah, I appreciate y'all a lot. Y'all the reason why I keep going, to be honest. But this is the end of the video. Y'all let me know if this is one of your favorite Larry Bird moments. This definitely proved he was different. One of my favorite Larry Bird moments for sure. This is the end of the video. Y'all let me know how y'all felt about the video, some other videos. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, comment something, hit that post notification bell to see more of me. We all gonna eat as a family. And I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all. Love y'all. Peace. Peace, peace, peace.